You might not know the name,
Hey yo,
but you definitely know the ad-lib. Meet Westside Gunn. Hailing from the streets of Buffalo. Yup, Buffalo. Him and his Griselda crew have been heating up the streets with some of the hardest you've ever heard. So what's the appeal? I got put on the West Side around 2015, 2016. And I remember thinking to myself, yo, what the f am I listening to? See, everything that time sounded like some down south even if you weren't from down south. And then there were these guys. They was different. It was grimy, dusty ass drums, boom bap type sounds. My kind of really, but it wasn't really popping out then. At least not that I thought. Over the next couple of months, I'd watch West do drops that would sell out in hours. I'm talking vinyl and merch. And then he had murals popping up all over the world. And this is all before a major deal. Fast forward to today, and all the major players with him. So what's the appeal? It's actually not so complicated. Starting off on the surface, Westside sound is different. The shit sounds like, to borrow overused cliche, that real hip-hop. Shit is grimy, punch you in the mouth, catch a felony type shit. And add to that his backstory, where the only reason he started rapping was because his brother, who he was managing, got shot. So you got hard body content and a very believable backstory. And it doesn't hurt that he looks like every other rapper out there right now. Jewels and everything, but he don't make turn-up music. Then there's the presentation. West isn't super lyrical. Matter of fact, it's kind of out there. It's very avant-garde.
Hey yo, avant-garde, the word? What?
Man, you. The shit is abstract. Alright? Think Ghostface, but not as talented. No disrespect. That shit has its own kind of charm, which kind of lends to the titles and even the artwork design. It's all one great piece of art. Westside prides himself on making art. He don't rap, he makes art. He makes that shit sound glamorous, like something that you gotta own. Which kind of leads to my next point. He's essentially manufactured the hypebeast culture. See, Griselda's good for release damn near every month, and you can go cop that digitally with no problems. But physical copies, that's a different story. See, vinyl's been making a comeback, and West knows exactly how to capitalize off that shit. The shit goes for easily about a couple $100s off the rip, sells out in about an hour, and then the resale value is about $5, $6, $7, even $1,000. Same goes for his merch drops. See, what he does is he makes limited runs. He makes sure the product is dope, high quality, but it's hard to get. The stuff you can stun on people with, therefore creating more demand. Kind of like moving drugs.
Allegedly.
Move high quality dope, but limit the supply.
actually, it was Griselda by Fashion Rebels before it was even Griselda Records. Griselda Records is actually a spinoff of the clothing line.
Lastly, there's the persona. Not saying West don't live his raps or his image ain't real, but he does play it up a bit. West is a big fan of the old school wrestling, and you can see it in the way he carries himself out and about in the public. There's a lot of bravado, kind of like an old school heel. It's brash, it's arrogant, but the shit he says, he backs it up. Kind of like those old school heels. They weren't the good guys, they were the bad guys. And boy do people love the bad guy. And that's it, nothing overly complicated. Hopefully you get a new appreciation for Westside Gunn and the rest of Griselda's music. So that's that. Do you agree with our takes? Why do you with Westside Gunn? And who else do you want us to break down? Let us know in the comments below. If you liked the video, make sure you hit like, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and make sure you hit the notification bell. This way you can stay up on all the new videos we got coming up. And of course, share, tell a friend. Don't be selfish. If you like this shit, tell somebody. Peace.